Hey guys, continuing our exploration of settings within AWowlab, we are actually at auto annotations, which I think is probably the strongest system within AWowlab. And what it does is lets us synthetically add kind of like spell effects to our replay. So let's kind of dig in and show the premise. So the way it works on the back end is it takes the spells, the damages, or the debuffs applied by a specific named target within the encounter and list them here, so you can decide what you want to show and where. Artojan's main ability ends up being his kind of 4 lines that he spawns. These target the tank and 3 players, and say you wanted to see where the void zones were or where players were when they actually got hit by the lines. All you'd have to do is come in here, go damage. Mass Destruction is the name of the spell. It's a line effect. Length and stuff doesn't really matter. Now if we hit create trigger, we'll see where the players were when those went off, and if we rewind a little bit to just before it was cast, we can see. So here's our players, here's the tank that's getting targeted, and then the 3 other players. And then as the impact goes out and they all get knocked back, you can see these lines get spawned. And then if we skip forward a little bit, you'll see the other side, it does exactly the same. But say you wanted to change the color on a specific thing or how it's displayed, it would just be a simple edit. You can come up here and be like, all right, show me wider lines, for instance. Let's say you wanted to jack that up and then just update trigger, and it'll dynamically update them all, and it'll actually be all future ones as well. So if you were to update here, that trigger's just going to apply always. But yeah, that's kind of the premise of that. I guess we can talk about something like 2-step annotations as well. So Pargoth, which is the second platform ad, kind of has that 2-step ability where first he creates a pool under him, and then he also has 3 circles that have to get soaked by players, which then subsequently spawn pools. So if we wanted to kind of model those out for our replays, it would be something like coming in here and saying spells when he casts at caster, because it's going to be centered under him, place a circle, and let's make it, I don't know, yellow. And crank this down a bit, just so it's not overlapping everything. If we hit create trigger, you can see that when he casted Star Shard, here's the pool. And here's where people are kind of positioned, just outside the pool. And then same deal with the circles. So for this one, you'd want to do something like debuffs, Star Shard on applied. So we only get when it's first applied, because they do get like that dot after, and you wouldn't want it drawing circles the whole time. And then circle, same deal, and hit create trigger. And then once they soak and actually take that debuff, apologies, we actually left that at caster when we should have said at target, and then update trigger. And then once they soak their balls, you'll see that we spawned pools under them. So that's kind of all the void zones that were left by Pargoth from that one ability. But you can kind of replicate that logic for anything. There's also other stuff like, if we skip back to phase 1, for instance, there is, I don't know what's a good one to show. Let's go with, I don't remember the name of the effect just before people go airborne, so let's figure that out. What are you called? Settings, view, player debuff, and just rewind just a touch. Sorry, I wanted debuffs. See, it's called reverse gravity. So all we got to do now is we go to Mencius, reverse gravity, circle, but we want it during the debuffs because we're concerned about where they're positioning when they had the debuff. And then we can create the trigger for this, and I think 10's maybe a little overkill, so let's reduce it down to like 5, 6-ish, and then if we draw a circle like this, what it's going to do, create trigger. It's just going to draw a circle every second where this player was when they had the debuff. So here's the mage. He probably blinked from the last one. We'll rewind just a bit and speed up the playback. But you can watch where players were when they had this debuff. And then just before they get airborne. So yeah, that's kind of the premise of it. Is you can take any spell or damage or debuff applied and add a spell effect to it just to help you kind of visualize on reviews or help your players understand where they need to be versus where they were. The video's getting a little bit long though, so we're going to end it here, and yeah,